Hi, and welcome to the Personal Insight section of the UC Transfer application. In this section, you will have the opportunity to answer 4 personal insight questions about yourself. This is the evaluator's way of getting to know you on a more personal level outside of the classroom. So think of this as an interview. Your application is going to be reviewed holistically, so you're going to get a comprehensive review. So this is your opportunity to let the evaluators know more information about you. We do have some tips and tools and also some brainstorming techniques that you can review on our website if you go to the Career and Transfer Center page of the Citrus College website. Let's go ahead and take a look. So once you're in the Citrus College website and you go to the Career and Transfer Center page, go ahead and scroll down to the bottom and click on Transfer Services. Once you click on Transfer Services, go ahead and scroll down again and go into the second lower box, and we're going to select University of California Transfer Application. Next, what we're going to do is click on the second bar that says UC Application Transfer Guides. When we click on the second bar, we want to refer to the second and the third link. The second link says UC Personal Insight Questions Guide. The third link is the UC Personal Insight Questions Workbook. Go ahead and refer to these if you need more assistance in how to answer the personal insight questions. Let's go ahead and go back to the application. So from here, we're going to scroll down and we're going to click on Continue. And this is where we're going to answer the personal insight questions. So we can see that there is a required question at the top that all transfer applicants must answer. And then if we go to the bottom, there's 7 more questions, and you're selecting 3 of the 7 questions. So only 3 questions must be answered below. So we're going to have a total of 4 answers. So the 3 that you're answering from the 7 are going to be the 3 that you want to answer. So these are going to be the 3 that are the most relevant to you. Keep in mind that your responses must be between 250 to 350 words. And when you're answering each question, you don't want to answer by typing in your response. You want to copy and paste your response from a Word document or as plain text, because if you click on answer, like let's go into the required question, we're going to click on answer and we're going to see a box. The last thing that I want to do here is start typing in my answer. I want to have my answer already typed out in a Word document, and I want to copy and paste it into this box. And again, the reason for that is because it will time you out if you do that. So let's go ahead and copy and paste. So this is just an example of a Word document with some text in it. Of course, your answer is going to be much longer than this. So what I'm doing here is I'm just showing some text, and we're going to copy it and we're going to paste it into the application. So again, this is the required question. Please describe how you have prepared for your intended major, including your readiness to succeed in your upper division courses once you enroll at the university. So let's assume that that was my answer that I just copied, and now I just want to paste it. So there's my answer, and now I'm just going to click on Save and Continue. So we can see a check mark next to the required question, so I know that I'm done here. But now I need to answer 3 more questions below. So let's assume that I'm copying and pasting my answers. So I'm going to go to number 1, and let's assume that this is the one that I want to answer. So I can just paste my answer here and save and continue. And now we see that that check marked here. So now I'm going to answer number 4, and I'm going to copy and paste, save and continue. And we can see that number 4 now has a check mark. And now let's assume that I'm going to answer number 7 as my last response. So again, I'm copying and pasting my answer. This is just an example, and we're going to save and continue. So I have all 4 answered, and now I'm ready to click on continue. And now there's another additional comments box. So now we're in the additional comments section. This section should only be used to provide information that you have not had the opportunity to include elsewhere in the application, such as explaining unusual personal or family circumstances or clarifying other parts of the application. This section cannot be used to respond to an additional personal insight question. Let's go ahead and click on Save and Continue if we're not answering this section. And now we're in the review page. So this is the last page that you'll visit before you start submitting your application. If you have remaining items to complete, you'll see a to-do next to that section. But I don't see any to-dos, so it looks like I'm finished here. You won't be able to start submitting your application until all pages are complete in this section or the menu on the right-hand side. So once you see a check mark in each section, then you'll be ready to click on Continue to Review and Submit. Thank you for watching.